Guys, yeah, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of watching, you're highly welcome. Please kindly click on the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for watching. Another shocking revelation from the school teacher who has made a shocking announcement. I saw it on social media, then I decided to come and bring it to you guys notice. It is really indeed very sad at what is happening. They said while in school, Edochie's son, that is Kambili, we all know that he's quiet because even the grandfather, Pet Edochie, has told us that he was a quiet boy, he was an unusual boy. That the son complained that his schoolmates mocked him for what his father did to his mother. We already know how this school is now. We all went to primary school, secondary school. We know how children, students, your fellow student kind of mock you, kind of mock your parents, especially when they are brought to the limelight. Now your father left your mother because your mother was not good enough. They really saw what Sarah Martin did. They saw a lot of things. You see, this generation, this generation, they're always on the net. They are not like our generation whereby people don't really bother about the net, where you see money to, where you even see phone, where you even see internet connection, where you even see money. That those days it was very difficult, but now even a child of 5 years has access to internet connection, and that is where they see a lot of things which they are not supposed to see. Though they were always constantly mocking him, bullying him, and then I think it actually affected him from the write-up, from what this person is actually saying, who claimed to be the school teacher. I don't know how true it is. They mocked him for what his father did to his mother. He was ashamed and embarrassed. He complained for 1 week. He was depressed. But I don't know when the mocking started, whether it was just recently or it has been like that. Was busy in Enugu with his side chick, bag of Gary, Judy Austin. His wife begged these people to leave social media because of their children. Judy Austin continued, Edochie killed his son. He will never ever be at peace for how he made choices to kill his own son. You just get up one morning, you don't talk to your children, you don't take them to guardian and counselor. You announce to the whole world that you're a polygamist. You took a second wife without telling your first wife. You are a proud polygamist. Pet Edochie helped his son to kill his grandson. You are a Christian father. Your son is legally married in the Catholic Church. You see him with other women other than his legal wife. You take a stand and warn your son against adultery. You don't say your son can marry as many wives as he wants, enabling adultery, polygamy, and broken children. So many parents encourage their children to do wrong, encourage their children to sin because they just want their children to be happy. But sometimes it goes way beyond that. It's actually sickening if this is true. I doubt if he dies as a result of depression, or maybe I don't just know. I seriously, if I tell you that I know, for they say that an autopsy is going to be carried out on him to ascertain what happened, because the police are already investigating on the sudden death of this young boy. But one thing I can tell you for sure is the fact that it might not be ordinary. Yes, it might not just be ordinary. He wasn't sick. He wasn't ill. He didn't have any terminal illness. He wasn't having any ailment. He wasn't having something that was going to obstruct him. That kind. Maybe if he was being, maybe he had been SS. If you say maybe he is not used to playing sport, look at this video of him playing tennis with the father. He's very used to playing sport, and that was why they allowed him into the football team, into playing football with his friend. Because obviously, if you don't know how to play football, believe me, you won't join them. You only do the picking of the balls. That is how we do it in this part of the country. If you don't know how to play anything, especially when it comes to football, when boys are playing and you don't know how to play, or maybe you usually miss the road, miss the goalpost, scoring goal, or they're always attacking you, and they're always getting the ball from you, believe me, they will just bench you. That's what they call it here. They will bench you, and then what you do is to be picking the ball and then washing all the jerseys as part of punishment. But they will tell you that they are training, but that is not it. But basically, he's good at what he does because his grandfather said he excels in whatever he does, and that got him very worried. But excelling in whatever he does is a God-given talent. It's God's gift. It's not his fault that he was just an exceptional child. There are children that are like that. Albert Einstein was an exceptional child. All these our big inventors that we are hearing about now, they are geniuses, or is there any word like that? They are great. But I hope that this is not true. in as much as I know how students can be, students can easily make snide remarks about somebody in school. They can really mock you, that kind of, they can even pass a piece of paper and throw around you just for you to feel bad or just for you to feel angry. But I believe that, like Pet Edochie said, that his grandson, he doesn't get angry. Instead, he's going to change his composure. Instead, he's going to change his countenance. I believe that all those things shouldn't affect him, but I'm not him. We all take pains, we all take insults differently. Yes, the way I might take my own might be different from the way you take your own, because we all have different processing, the way our brain processes things, and our nature. It just, the highest in our nature. But I don't know where this person caught it. I don't know whether truly this person is the teacher, because if he's the teacher, I don't know. But this is what I am seeing, and this is what they said, that is the teacher that, said it. So the teacher is actually accusing Yul Edochie and Pet Edochie. Said Pet Edochie actually enabled him in one way or the other. Yes, I actually buy that idea. Pet Edochie enabled his son, because he was supposed to come out and say, no, we do not practice polygamy here. We are a staunch Catholic, and Catholics do not marry two wives. They've been preaching it from time immemorial, and that is why when they're blessing your marriage in front of the priest and in front of everybody, you say, one man, one wife. Yes, one man, one wife. So all this, traditional this thing, we don't practice it in the Catholic Church. It's against the Catholic rule, it's against the Catholic doctrine. Not that they will excommunicate you, you will still come to church, but I think you will stop receiving Holy Communion. I think that is part of it. You stop receiving Holy Communion because you are obviously living in sin. That is what they believe in the Catholic Church. So Pet Edochie actually enabled him, the son, by coming out publicly to come and say, oh, after all, King Solomon married more than one wife, and he was the greatest king of all time. But he failed to understand that at the end of the chapter of the book, he said, vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. Meaning that all these things does not matter. It doesn't matter anywhere. So even if Yul Edochie and maybe even if it wasn't what actually happened, but one thing we can tell us for sure is the fact that the children are not happy. They are not happy with what the father did. They are not happy with the way they've treated their mother. I just wonder how the Edochies will look up to Mena and tell her that we are sorry. I'm just, wondering how they will open their mouth and tell her that we are sorry. This is a woman you people didn't accept into your home. This is a woman you people bullied, both on social media and off social media. This is a woman that sacrificed a lot, and at the end of the day, you guys paid her with what? Betrayal, backstabbing, disrespect. Let's see how this internet is going to be now, from now onwards. But for real, the person I pity most is Judy Austin. If truly she gave birth to another baby, that means Akaderonya is no longer ordinary. If I confirm that Judy Austin gave birth to a baby girl, that means it's no longer normal. That death is not normal. I can quote it and I'll say it anywhere, anytime.